50% with the cargo throw, but that does not matter. Everybody, game one, losers quarterfinals. Nobody wants to go out. Bloom4Eva going up against Jake. Let's get it.
Talk about matchups. Bloom is entirely convinced that this is a good one for Bayo. And on the other hand, we're gonna have to talk about experience. Bloom knows the Steve matchup. Does Jake know the Bayonetta one? So far, getting those combos, getting stopped by that within, that's a huge factor in this matchup.
If your Legion has a Bayo, you know this matchup.
Yeah.
Blue from Smash 4, you know this matchup.
But
Jake, I don't know fully about that. I don't know if there's like some secret Floridian Bayo that he has a lot of experience with. And already you see Bloom amassing a 50% lead.
This is what Bloom does. Walk in circles, running circles, flying circles around Jake, not letting Jake get any solid hits. And Jake, he is getting the hits, he is getting the catches, but they don't lead too much, and that is the beauty of Bayonetta. Her disadvantage can be so solid, but she is light, and those stray hits, they add up, and when Jake is on point, he finds those smashes. He's not Jake up smash for nothing, but that up smash, though, extremely accurate.
Oh
Early
my gosh,
lead.
and then Mike going so close to actually fighting that command grab. Going to be jumping in it for yet another ride. And now Jake has actually amassed himself a pretty good lead. His own wall going to be successfully blocking him from his demise. Bloom maybe not so cognizant, wasn't able to get the stage tech, and now just paged him.
He's been finding those all weekend, and once again, successful in the catch, but the percentages are quite far apart, and even when Bayo gets these combos, the kill differential is huge, and just like that, Jake proving me right, and that's a huge lead for our American invader.
Bayonetta is so light. If there is even a single frame gap in her combo game, you can easily anvil out of disadvantage, but which time into F smash could be setting up the offstage situation, spacing out those down tilts, and actually going to be able to find that grab out of shield.
Brutal combo. Jake coming alive in this final stock now. Bloom bleeding.
Yeah.
Combo advantage state.
How do you actually close the stock off stage?
I like the pressure. Rinse and repeat and find that critical hit. Final stock for game one. It's getting tense.
Exactly, and able to immediately set up that witch twist.
No way.
And that's
No
gonna be the anvil.
freaking
I just talked
way.
about that. You cannot let up on your combo game even just a little bit. You're off. You whiff once. That's going to be an anvil to your face. We saw this in winner's side with Hikaru and up air.
Yes.
He SDIs correctly. He's able to sneak out stocks with that up air.
KO. Jake taking that early lead, even with that experience we talked about, even with, you know, on paper, Bloom being confident in this matchup, Jake just on a whole nother level, right? We don't have a lot of Steves at that level in Europe. We have Maze Beans, right? From the UK as well, but Scotland, East of England, very far apart. Bloom still doesn't have that top level Steve experience the way that Jake plays it.
He's opening off hot, already dealing 54%, backing off, and gets those stone tools on deck just before jump anvil to be able to delay his descent. Up here, not going to be able to connect Bloom, not actually opting to go for anything quite yet, and goes through those down tilt 40-day chains. Is that going to be it?
No.
Oh,
good damage. 69 and counting. Nice SDI, nice DI by Jake. Ready for the side B pickup, but even there, not getting finished by the combo. I like Jake, he seems ready for Bayo, the way he's staying composed during the combos, which is huge, because if you're not composed, Bloom finds those resets, Bloom finds those big back airs, and that is a there's a huge difference between 70% and a stock.
Bayonetta fundamentally is a character that calls out jumps. If you jump mine cutting, that is one of the few options that you can basically say, hey, I'm going to be shutting down ABK. But again, jumping out of disadvantage, not going to be falling to that upper quite yet. Jake putting up a wall just in case he's eating an F smash, perhaps another back here. He is A-okay with this. But
just in case he's eating an F smash? No. Bloom had other plans though. Wish time, mix up the situation. Jake near missed with the anvil, but Bloom still alive, 110 now. It's getting dangerous, but the damage is getting wrecked as well. Love the angles by Jake right there. Maneuverability out of this world.
Oh, for sure. And that neutral is such an important combo started through Bayonetta. Goes through the neutral reset yet again. Looking through that up tilt platform pressure. Look at all of this damage that Bloom is piling on.
You said it, Dara. He keeps calling the jump, and the result is disastrous. And on top of that, let's take a look at these blocks though. Steve on this stage, nice finisher. On the stage only gets stone, right? Doesn't get dirt or wood, which makes it that much harder to get past the blocks, and that's what we saw right there. Now Bloom A little stalking, picking up some more combos. This time, Jake, a little bit more shaky, and that's where he gets the resets.
I like the fact that Bloom is going for all these quick resets, but 144%, this is where Bayonetta is coming into play. You need to be able to find a way to be able to close this. Doesn't get the neutral, commits a little bit too off stage, but still gets that witch twist as a quick get-off-me option, and you cannot have a single gap in those jabs against Bayonetta. That is not true. She can easily bats within out of there.
Oh
my God!
But he makes it. It's Bayo, but not untouched. A little bit overzealous was Jake, but I like the ambition. Picks it back up. Look at that. Like you said, Bayonetta definitely has a bit of a struggle with KOing, but Steve does not.
Steve does not. Jake with the classic left smash goes for the up air, maybe thinking that it would KO, maybe a little bit more of a generous hitbox than back in that one instance, and Jake is looking for that up tilt. He is smelling it, but he wins that grab. That's going to be enough to go to take that stock.
And Jake, no material left at that point. Now, 2 iron is all that remains. Had to burn one to make the crafting table appear as well. And you can see that's the disadvantage of PS2. Yes, you got stronger materials, but it takes longer to mine the stone as compared to dirt, which means that if you are caught without materials, well, that is a rough situation. It's hard to regain them, and we're seeing that, right? Jake only at 4 materials right now, at 0, in fact.
And Bloom is not giving him the space. He's rushing him down. It's exceptionally so when he doesn't have iron in him. He doesn't have stone, he can't build that wall. And now he's putting up that 4-liter, ABK, witch twist, and goes through the 4-liter reset because Jake has been consistently getting out of those double witch twist combos, so he just wants to reset, reposition, and look at the mileage that he is getting off of those repositions, my friend.
Yes, sir, and oof, the diamond hitting hard. Jake looking for that pay to the F smash is not gonna hit, and the up B angles, they are immaculate. Jake, he seems untouchable off stage, but Bloom picks it up on the stage itself, says, hey, you could come back, but I'm gonna send you a ticket right back to the blast zone.
Bloom's proficiency with Bayonetta is most shown in his platform pressure and his precision, because the way that he uses up tilt, the way that he mixes up with like full hop up airs and ABKs as well, he makes that platform miserable for all of his opponents. His ambiguous mid-stage coverage, absolutely. You don't want to be above Bayonetta, period. You don't want to be above Bloom. You don't want to be above the two of them. Bloom going to be keeping it even, taking that game 2. Game 3, 1-1. What do we got?
Is it gonna be Jay counter-adapting or Bloom continuing a bit of a win streak right here? Nice up tilt, catches the normal get up. Huge reward. Look at that, Dara. Look at the damage. It's just racking. This is looking beautiful.
Late game bail. Late game bail. This is what happens when you lose a single game. You're like, wait a second, how do I SDI these combos again? You forget for even a moment, and then your stocks dissipate faster than we can commentate over them. This is a massive lead, and Bloom wants to get that cheeky witch twist. He wants to get a little something funny going off stage, but Jake is not going to let him.
Jake not going to let him indeed. Back to a bit of a slower situation. Jake getting a combo. Bayo just calmly resetting to neutral. They're kind of dancing around each other. Nice hit. The Nair picked up immediately. Bloom's reactions out of this world. The kid is alive in this game 3.
Yeah, he is just getting his biggest win condition, which is falling neutrally. Falling neutrally and down tilt from Bayonetta can flip into so much, and most importantly, ABK.
It's cool that you mentioned that, because Bloom is known for his normal usage. His Nair, his forward air auto cancels, his down tilt. That's the bread and butter. And then side B, that is the sauce on top, right? The exquisite punish. Bloom on another level right now.
And when he needed the dirt block most to be able to tech that F smash, it wasn't there. It disappeared. And now you're off stage. Oh my God.
Insane. The up B from the anvil, I love that. I love that from Jake. That is rare. Gets a bit of TNT, but Bloom avoiding it entirely. Look at that, 3 stocks to 1. Jake a little bit desperate. We're seeing these dash attacks in neutral. Don't often see that, but
finally
another. I like that. I like that. He looked for the setup, not from Electra, but from a juggle.
He did a little misinput on the setup. He didn't actually get the air dodge down. So as a result, he took more damage than he should have.
But the KO on deck.
Yeah, you get 87%. This is it. This is up tilt back air percentage. You really see Bloom looking for that back air to set up another Edgeguard.
Yep, that would be really nice against the up tilt pressure. And there's the witch time. The up smash misses Bloom. Not getting what he wants, but the up tilt, the backer, no commitment. But there's the punish. Bloom forever, but Jake is looking very temporary right now.
Yeah, and think about the position that Jake was in that moment. Because he's like, okay, I don't want a neutral air dodge because then I'm only going to be stuck above the platform. And we've already established that Bloom, when it comes to platform pressure, some of the best, with that ABK, with that up tilt as well. So you're like, okay, I want to do actional air dodge. Air dodge is my fastest disadvantage option at this moment. But alas, you are not a fast faller. You're going to give Bloom plenty of time to react.
The crazy thing about Bloom, he is so in tune with his character. We can see him go for these reset, and it looks like, hey, he's getting the reset, but the resets, they're not really leading too much. But it's not just the reset, it's also the information coupled with the reset, and now we're seeing the result of that information gathering. The resets are no longer combo extensions, they can be KO situations.
Yep. But now Jake has a bit of damage on it, on the boys. A lot, immediately 84%. Do you blink when you're fighting Steve? Exactly.
Nice pressure, Jake. A whole different beast right now. The TNT, it's so scary, but the Bayo mobility coming in big here. Yeah,
if he's got anything, it's those high recoveries. And that's going to be that heal slide. That's going to be that damage. And able to get out of there, get out of disadvantage. Jake makes it back onto the stage.
And the punish too.
Nice.
Jake's looking strong. Yeah, Bayo's very light. The diamond as well.
Now such a good call out on ABK to ledge, right?
I agree.
He's going out there.
No. The reversal's that deadly. It might be. This is not looking good for Jake. Rinse and repeat. We've seen this before, but the iron saving Jake in that situation. Good resource management by Jake, not panicking, going for the tried and true.
But his coverage, Bloom's coverage is looking impeccable, just putting up a couple of stone walls, just trying to make it as difficult as possible for Bloom to get space. He has gold on deck. He's not able to actually lose his stock because of this barricade that he set up for himself. He set up his own backline. If anybody got Jake, it is himself.
It's himself, yeah. You gotta be your own #1, and Jake right now looking to be #1 in this game 4. Bloom has something to say about that, evens up the stock count. But again, second diamond on deck, that is big.
Yeah, he's got a diamond on his finger now and able to air dodge back onto the stage. But look at Bloom's ability to still cover one option. He's still in an excellent position to cover the next. And now coming in with a diagonal down ABK that was so close to connecting. That one does, though. That is a Bloom reset.
No way. You are crazy, Jake. You are insane. Jake, you're picking him up. Jake, you're finishing it.
Wow, he's bringing it back. Jake did not let Bloom come back against him. He's just sitting there menacingly.
No way.
Is that going to be the up smash?
That was untackable, but
diamond.
Bloom's still alive. Bloom's still alive. The down tilt does not connect, but the down air, the traps on traps on traps, the obstacle course is enabled.
Yeah, if there's anything ABK can't contest, it's going to be that angle as well. Because if it's like sort of negatively like disjointed in a way,
no way.
Huge punish, which happens in the up smash, that's going to be the stop. Jake on his tournament game key. He needs to win this so that he can take this to a game 5. They're going to be trading, and this could be huge. What a catch!
Huge.
What a catch!
No jump! No jump! Oh my goodness, that he got away with murder, and the reversal is big. Down throw dash attack with that big tool on deck. The damage is insane.
He is thankful. Right now, Jake is thankful that he got a little bit of time to get some more resources, but avoiding that back two, doesn't avoid that one, gets sent off stage. What do you do?
No way. You never see Bloom commit like that. This
he was looking
rare.
for a heavy lead.
This is rare. Jake, the pressure is real. Gets the iron, the double iron. Only has one left. This is looking rougher and rougher to attack. The miss, the punish, and Bloom establishing a win in losers quarter. 3-1 victory.
Oh, wow. I don't know what that up smash was. Was that a misinputted falling up from platform?
I don't know. He was looking for something, maybe fiending for it a bit too much, and Bloom. Sometimes you win because you don't make the big mistake, you know? And that is light, that is competition. Sometimes it's not about directly reading your opponent, but just not making that big mistake.
Absolutely. The best analogy that I can always give is that chess and fighting games are so similar because it's not about having optimal moves. The point is to have good enough moves and to avoid that one blunder. Because what happens is if you have that one blunder, that can be the fatal opening. That can be the win condition. That can be the end game. That is going to be the end of Jake's run here at UFA 2022, coming all the way from the United States as the last American, as the last North American, if I'm not mistaken as well. Oh man, what a tragedy.
But what solid gameplay, right? Again, going back to our initial point, the experience, right? Bloom showing, hey, had to feel the opponent out at the beginning, and then from there, use that information to just put on a show. 3 solid, very control-heavy games to establish, hey, I have the lead, I have you figured out. Got that win on deck. Bloom advancing to losers semis, and we're going to be doing the other set of loser quarters to see who he has to face there.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what the hell happened in losers. Why is Gluto in losers? Well, he lost to Hikaru.
Monkey business.
Monkey business, absolutely.